Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Mood616 here, back with episode 15 of my Funkee Friday show. Yeah, episode 15. Today I want to talk about a group that isn't very well known, for various reasons. They originated from Virginia back in the early 90s. Decided to form a hip-hop group, so they moved to New York, where they kind of lucked out and met up with like Lord Finesse from the DITC group, and actually got him to produce a B-side for their first single, which dropped in 1994. I'm talking about the group Ill Biskits. Now, this album called Chronicle of Two Losers is on a very known album because this was originally supposed to drop in 1996 on Atlantic Records. The album didn't drop for various reasons. Actually, the reasons are quite unknown. I've never been able to find out why this album never dropped. It's obviously not because of the content of the record. The album is a classic record. I mean, if this had came out in 1996, everybody would be talking about it, and it would get more recognition. And but yeah, so back in 1994, they dropped a single called "God Bless Your Life," and it had a B-side called 22 Years, which was produced by Lord Finesse. That B-side track, 22 Years, never appeared on the first or the promo editions of this album. This is what they call the re-release. They came out in 2007, which isn't really a re-release because this album never came out. The original pressing of this only had I think 13 or 14 songs on it, and then there's a bunch of bonus songs on here. But yeah, so the 22 Years God Bless Your Life 12-inch was just amazingly, just awesome. So sought out and hard to find in the aftermarket now. You can't find that shit anywhere. Basically all there was like a few CDs and bootleg promos and cassettes that were made of this, and that was it for Ill Biskits, and they fell off the face of the map. They never did anything else until about 2011 when Kelph Dollaz put out like a solo record, just out of the blue. For the album content, the album starts off with a song called Exclusive Debut, produced by Jesse West. Just an amazing track. It's basically them coming at you over like some hard boom bap beats and stuff. The whole album is basically very boom bappy. Great samples, very feel good songs and stuff, which gets to the next song, Chill Factor, which is a song produced by Tony L produces Chill Factor, and it's got like that Sunday afternoon kind of Today Was a Good Day feel kind of track. Very optimistic, just Sunday partying kind of track. It's just a fucking great feel for a track. Then A Better Day, which is playing in the background here, was produced by Buckwild from DITC. Once again, you can hear the beat. It's very type of feel good. The content of the track, A Better Day, is basically them being optimistic in life. It's their struggles in life and their trials and tribulations of reality and stuff. And basically, the way Ill Biskits could be summed up is that they figure themselves as losers in society. Hence the title of the album, Chronicle of Two Losers. But it's interesting because throughout the album they talk about their struggles of keeping jobs or not being able to keep jobs and not being able to have any way with the ladies and they're struggling in business stuff. But throughout the whole album they stay super optimistic throughout the whole thing. It's a very interesting blend of lyrics, to be honest, because like I said, some of the content is it's a little downer, but at the same time they make it feel good. Very dope MCs, very like I said, it's very well structured. Broker Than Ever is another track where it's basically about them, they're broke as shit and they're trying to make it in the industry and they can't do it right. Illustrations, more like that. God Bless Your Life is another one of those tracks where they talk about their trials and tribulations in life, and they keep it optimistic though. It's very interesting. Letting Them Know is a track where they're calling out MCs, in the business, letting, fucking people know who they are, who the Ill Biskits really are. It's kind of an interesting premise because the rest of the album is kind of them. They're a little shy, they're they're still being optimistic, but and also on this one track they're just kind of giving it to you, but it's interesting. Recognize the very last song on the original pressing. It's just fucking dope, man. It's just another one of those songs, comes hard at you, great boom bap beats. The 22 Years, which I said before, which is the B-side from the original God Bless Your Life single. There was actually another song. Yeah, Let Him Know actually was produced by Lord Finesse too, that song where they're coming at you with the hard lyrics and stuff. Escape the Funk, Place to Be, Bare Essentials, it's more about, all these songs are about them, it's not really, nothing badly, it's just more about their woes in life and stuff, and being optimistic. You just don't hear too many records like that where that type of content is throughout a whole record, but it works very well, like I said, over these boom bap beats and stuff. Then you get into the bonus tracks. They got a song called Hypnotic Blessings on here. It's actually the God Bless You remix. Beyond Understanding, which is 94 demo, which is a really cool track. And there's a couple instrumentals here for Chill Factor, God Bless Your Life, and Hypnotic Blessing. But yeah, this is definitely one of those albums that needs to be sought out. You need to have a listen to it. Like I said, if this thing had dropped in 1996, Ill Biskits would have probably had, an actual full career. To this day, if anyone knows that's watching this why this album never dropped on Atlantic, I've never been able to find any information on it. But I'm really happy that this actually did get an official release on Clary Entertainment. I'm not really too sure who exactly that is. I remember when this came out, I had to snag it up because I remember hearing of Ill Biskits probably in the late 90s, just through radio shows and DJ mixtapes and stuff, and I always wanted to grab the album, but that was even before the days of downloading and stuff, right? So and then years later it actually got an official release, so I was really stoked with bonus tracks. But yeah, Ill Biskits' Chronicle of Two Losers, definitely one to check out. Peep this, man. This is a really fucking good album. I mean, I could not stress enough how good this album is. If you like boom bap, you'll love this fucking record. I mean, like I said, the content isn't explicit at all, really. There's a big parental advisory sign. I mean, there's really 4 curse words on the record. But yeah, awesome record, man. Great production. Fucking love it. Mood 616, episode 15, Funky Fridays. Peace out, homies.